Where is God at Christmas? Oh, I think for me, when I'm receiving, I get a good question that comes to me, and the question is, as soon as I sat down, was where is God at Christmas? And the first answer I got was, well, right here. Right here. God's right here at Christmas. That's exactly where he is he's right here. She's right here. Right here. Oh, and then I'm asking, well, how can I bring Christmas in? How can I make Christmas happen? And because I'm wanting to invite the Christmas spirit in at Christmas time. And the Christmas spirit at Christmas time is, it's not a fabrication of any means of how special the time is at Christmas, because portals open and energies come in at Christmas that are not normally here all year long. So when you are of the mind that it doesn't feel like Christmas yet, and you're going, I'm waiting for the spirit to come in, and waiting for the spirit of Christmas to come in. So how are we doing that? And so the question is, how can I bring in Christmas to this house, the spirit of Christmas? I got my decorations all up. I had a few things I got to put away still, and the tree's not here yet, but decorations are up. We went to this party we go to every Christmas on the weekend, so it's official Christmas timing. We got how many days left, and it's like, where is that Christmas spirit? Where is that Christmas energy? And so I'm asking Spirit to enter in, the Christmas spirit to enter into my life, into my world, into my home, into my surroundings. And then the first thing I hear is, in order to bring in the spirit of Christmas into the home, first I have to bring in the spirit of Christmas into me. Oh, so first, in order for the spirit to fill the house, the Christmas spirit that draws friends and family, draws people near, that draws all those souls and beings that want to be in the light of God, that want to be in the Christmas spirit. Welcome those souls into your home. There's certain people in your life that carry the spirit and that do not. In Christmas time, when you want to welcome in those souls that would love to bathe in the spirit that comes at Christmas time. That's the spirit I want to call in, the spirit of my childhood. I want to bring the spirit of my childhood into my adulthood. Why? Because when I was a child, I believed. When I was a child, I was innocent. And I believed in Santa. I believed in the miracles. I believed in the magic, and I felt it. As a child, you feel it. You feel that Christmas spirit I'm talking about. And it allowed you to witness and be part of Christmas in a magical, mystical way where you believed in things that couldn't be shown. As a child, you had no consciousness of how did the Santa get down the chimney, or how did these gifts get here? You don't have that awareness. You just had the magic of, hey, I went to bed and I woke up and there's a whole bunch more stuff under the tree. Holy smokes, it's for me. That's the joy. It's just the wonderful joy for a child on Christmas. In the physical realm is to wake up and know Santa's there because it's saying, I love you. Santa's saying, I love you. You're a child of mine. You're a child of mine, and I love you. And no matter how far away you live, no matter what country you in, you can go anywhere in the world, and I will find you. And I will bring you a gift because I love you. And I won't forget you. And that's what we miss. That's what we believed, was that Santa would always know if I was naughty or nice. He'd know, he'd see me, even though my parents and relatives can't see the light that I am or the free spirit I am. Santa can. Santa can see that spirit that's me. And if nobody else can, at least Santa can, because I know he sees the good in me, because he leaves me a gift. And as a child, that gift is a representation, is represented in the physical form of as a material toy. But when we get older and we are wanting to reactivate and relive that childhood memory, the childhood loving memories of Christmas within ourselves, we want to return to that state of innocence. There's a desire in us as adults. We want to go back to that time when we were given everything our hearts desired. And we just want to be reliving that time when we were in the marvel of, hey, the door opens and all of a sudden my grandparents show up, or my favorite aunt and uncle are here. Holy smokes, who knew they were invited? They just showed up. And your heart warms at the family that drops in and the friends that drop in. And of course the food. Oh my gosh. Special food at Christmas. Ornate cookies, colorful, and special privileges, hot chocolate, and you get to stay up late, and helping put the gifts under the tree that are from each other, and getting ready for Santa to come, getting ready for that wonderful person who comes and fills my stocking, fills me up with everything I need. That's what we want. We want to be refilled. We want that special spiritual being who we believe in the smallest part of us, but some of us more than others believe that we are still watched over, that we are still cared for, even though we've stopped believing in Santa and we've stopped believing in that part of the story. We let go of all of the magic and just sum it up with, well, I don't believe in Santa. Everybody knows there's not a Santa. But that you're missing the point when you make that blanket statement. You're saying, really, I disregard the idea or the mysticism in a child that Santa can be in every house all at once, all over the world. But then a person like that wouldn't believe or wouldn't know the power of God, because Santa is God. And like Santa, the thing that God and Santa have in common is that the world has blamed them for just about everything. People try to mimic God, just as many men that are out there in Santa suits mimicking Santa. The Spirit finds a way to get through. For those of us who wish for the Spirit to continue in us, that childhood wonderment to continue in us, that's who Christmas is for. It's not for the merchandisers or the money lenders or businessmen. Christmas wasn't designed for them, even though they make a profit off of the time of the Spirit's entrance. Those who seek for deeper truth and meaning will understand that what they're longing for is to be filled. And how does Santa fill stockings? So how does God fill us at Christmas? And the gift is his Spirit. He sends that Spirit to everyone. And those who want to bring it in can bring it in. And those who want to ignore it can ignore it. So if you're one of those beings that wants to welcome in the Spirit, it's like, welcome Christmas. Welcome Christmas Spirit. Welcome, like welcome. To all who's far and near. Christmas time is in our grasp as long as we have hands to clasp. For all who's far and near, it's this Spirit that comes in every Christmas. And that's what we want to celebrate. And that's what we want to rejoice in. And that's where God is. God has not turned his or her back on anyone. God has not struck you down with an illness or a disease. God has not taken away the people that you love. God has not done these things to you. She is not to blame for this, for any discrepancy, heartache, or whatever you are going through at this particular time. When you believe and understand that God is always with you, just like Santa is, or you hope he is, that Spirit, you're saying that Spirit of God is with me always. And when things happen, our life lessons, or we draw to us the incidences and the circumstances that can happen if we're thinking negative thoughts and functioning at a low frequency. But when we are bringing up our spirit and lifting up our voices in song, dancing, those things elevate you and bring you higher into the Spirit, into the awareness of the Christmas Spirit that is out there that simply needs to be welcomed in to your home and your heart. And you're really taking this time to welcome in the Spirit of God. And our Christian stories tell us it is the birth of the Christ, which means it is the birth and the potential for our birth that exists every Christmas to bring in the Spirit of God. And when you were born again in the Spirit of God, it means that you're once again at one with that Spirit. You're once again in touch with that Spirit, that essence that is God. You have established that relationship with God, and that's to be celebrated at Christmas. The real celebration is, hey, I know God. I can talk to God. I'm with God. I can hear God. I can feel God. I can tell when the presence is on me and when it's not. I can be in the kingdom while being still here, present on earth. And it's being in that awareness, that Christmas wonderful Spirit. So I'm going to bring it up in me so it will reflect in my outer world. I choose to bring in the Christmas Spirit into my home. And I choose this because there's joy to be had at Christmas. There's real joy to be had. And with that Spirit comes the joy. That's a high vibrational frequency. That's why they say sing and celebrate and eat good food and laugh and just let go, because you're being more representational of God's Spirit when you're happy and enjoying your food and delighting in giving somebody something, knowing that you are being used by God and the Spirit to pass on something to somebody else. So take your time when you pick out a gift for somebody. Be mindful that the Spirit of God, the energy of giving, the giving spirit, is coming through your gift to somebody else. So you want to attract a gift for somebody that is giving to them what they need. So you don't have to worry about what they need. So when you go shopping, just ask Spirit, guide me to the perfect gift for this person. Guide me to the perfect gift so that the idea and the energy of giving to others comes through that gift to that person, so they get that energy. So the material representation is where we get stuck. We don't realize that the gift we choose for somebody is actually a conduit, a venue for them to receive the spirit of giving. So the spirit of giving comes alive at Christmas when we pass on the spirit of giving. So I'm going to start with me and say, I'm going to give this to somebody. I'm going to give this gift. I'm going to bestow this gift on someone. So pick a gift or a representational object to demonstrate and represent the spirit of giving. I'm passing on this spirit of giving through this, let's say it's a crystal, to you, so that you will then incorporate that spirit of giving and give to others as well. So you pass on the spirit of giving. I'm hoping that that's clear. You're getting that, which is, isn't that amazing that we have the power to incorporate the spirit of giving within us and give to others? Not because you have to, not because they're giving to you. Perhaps if we had the conscious awareness that we're just meant to give a gift to the people we're being guided to give a gift to. Not everybody. And let go of, I didn't get a gift from you. Well, you don't need one. You've already got the spirit of giving in you. I gave it to you last year. I'm going to give the spirit of giving this Christmas. Giving to others. So if I pass on, whether I'm sharing a cookie or sharing a coffee or sharing a meal or sharing a conversation, bring into your awareness, what would you like to give the world at Christmas? What could be your contribution to give the world this Christmas? What spirit, what energy would you like to pass on to others? Would you like to pass on the energy of peace? So how would I pass the energy of peace on to someone else? So immediately I'm hearing, take some stones, crystals, and take them into meditation, and in each crystal, meditate and send in the energy of peace. And then to each person at Christmas, what energy does each person need the most in your family? Is it the energy of listening? Is it the energy of reduced ego? Is it the energy of laughter? Is it the energy of moving into the awareness of God? Would you like to awaken people in your family to the power and the presence that is God? Because when you're living in that awareness that the power and the presence of God is right here, that's where God is right here in me, and it's in you. Yeah, that really takes away from I have to buy everyone a sweater or a pair of jeans or what is it that people want? What is the perfect energy to give to my son-in-law? What is the perfect energy to give to my son's girlfriend? What is the perfect energy to give to my husband? And then you could, what is it that they're needing? Observe them lately. See where they are. Are they needing courage? Are they needing faith? Are they needing hope? What are they particularly needing? And then put the energy in each stone or gift that you give that energy. So when they put on that sweater, they feel more confident, or the energy you put in there comes forward for them when they put it on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. So I'm going to take that advice that's coming through and I'm going to do it myself. Because then you're giving somebody a real gift. So now it doesn't, it becomes, I don't have to go give that secretary box of chocolates. I don't have to go do this to somebody. I can just pass on a spirit of love or giving or happiness or prosperity, financial independence, whatever energy I want to put in the stone, whatever energy that person's requiring, just sit, meditate, and ask that this, whatever energy this person is needing for Christmas, that it be passed on. That way, every year, when someone you love is facing whatever they're facing, you give them a new energy every Christmas. You give them items that hold different frequencies or energies, and you give that to them every Christmas. Now that is the coolest thing. Man, is that great. So when I want to bring in the Christmas spirit, what fills me with the most joy? I was going to say the first thing I'm getting is knowing God's Son and loving God's Son. And then having him leave the physical realm and come back again and get to witness that miracle. That to me is joy. And it's second to the joy of the knowing of God. The knowing of God and being with God and bringing in the joy of Christmas because you love God and you believe. Like, I love to believe in the story of Jesus. It's a great story. It makes me feel hopeful, and it makes me feel like I'm still loved and cared for, and that there's miracles that exist, especially at Christmas time, that we all can be made anew. We all can be reborn. We all can welcome in the Christmas spirit and have that spirit affect us and move us into higher conscious awareness. And that is the greatest gift, is to be more aware of what you were before. Now. So now I'm more aware of what I was before. And that improves your quality of life in that it just welcomes in the miracle and the magic. And that vibrational frequency too lifts us. That's why it's magical at Christmas. And that's why people go out of their way and do things they never normally do. They do it at Christmas. Like, you might stop and find yourself opening a door, giving money to somebody, paying, I'm going to pay for your lunch, I'm going to pay for this, to a total stranger. Just because you're feeling on the inside or hearing, I'm going to do that. I'm hearing I should buy that guy lunch, and then doing it. Going out of our way and doing little kindnesses for people and helping others. That's the Christmas spirit. It's something that's there that you can't explain. But it's like Bill Murray says, we like each other a little bit more, we complain a little less, and we see the good in others. What a great time. Who doesn't love Christmas? Because that potential is there. And I'm going to be compassionate in that I know there's souls out there who struggle with celebration at this time. Maybe because they have lost a loved one, maybe because they are going through a difficult time, and they're not aware that the Christmas spirit is really right there, available to them if they could just invite it in. And maybe you can help those people by showing them that they're loved and cared for, and that there is a spirit of Christmas, and regardless whether or not anybody else gets a hold of it, the point is that you do. Then you won't miss Christmas, because there's such joy in giving. It's just a real high to be able to give to somebody just for no reason too. That's the greatest part. But God will take you everywhere you need to go to give. So when you're focused, say, okay, God, take me where you need me to go to give whatever it is you tell me to give. I'll give. Because it's from God, not you. And then see where God takes you. If it's at a mall, if it's in a conversation, if it's work, if it's a party, just see where God takes you. And I wish that for you all who watch these little talks, these channels that come through. I wish for you all the awareness that that spirit of Christmas is real, and it's contagious, and it fills your stocking. So when I bring in the Christmas spirit, I usually put on Michael W. Smith's song, Christmas album. I think it's the third song in, and it starts off like do 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 do. That one, that's just, and I stand on top of the table and I conduct the orchestra and I sing and I bring in the Christmas spirit and I honor its presence. So I'm going to go do that and bring in my Christmas. And you do it however you do it. But let's bring it in with the awareness that it's the energy of giving we're giving. It's nothing of ourselves. So it doesn't cost you anything. It's just taking the time to be in the awareness of loving the people in your world and giving them the energy that they need to face their struggles. Yes. Merry Christmas.